Hi there, Cosmic Family. My name is Yahliali in this incarnation. Today we had the new moon in Capricorn. The moon is still going through this sign. And yesterday I forgot to mention that Chiron is direct in Aries. I have the tendency to forget about Chiron. Precisely, curiously, it is a very important point in my natal chart, so the unconscious could be talking. Yesterday I told you that Mercury in Sagittarius, it is going to connect with Chiron. And this is an aspect of resignification and giving another sense to our wounds, the wounds of incarnation and the ones that the soul chooses to experiment. The soul is going to choose the scenarios, the contexts through which they are going to be created. So this asteroid represents also the gift behind the trauma. And, initially that it is going to operate as a conditioning. Generally, this is expressed as trying to run from the pain that is necessary to face to integrate the Chironian wound. I'm going to give an example because people with Chiron areas could have painful experiences related to who they are or how they are showing up in the world. Actually, people with Chiron in the first house, which is the house of Aries, could have manifestations, physical manifestations since they are born that are visible. Also, this could imply great insecurities with respecting their capacity of initiative, or perhaps experiences of violence that then creates this difficulty for these people to express their aggressiveness in an assertive way. Perhaps attracting people that it is ultra passing or trespassing their limits, their boundaries, or perhaps like exploding out of context. So being in touch with that we have fear could be painful in certain moments, but it is precisely the way that we can integrate it and what it is going to enable the gift behind the trauma. Because someone that experimented violence and learned to channel that energy in an assertive way, their martial energy, could help. It is going to be able to help other people in the same situation. And here I'm going to connect with this other transit that we have of Mars retrograde in Leo in opposition with Pluto in Aquarius, because to develop that gift, it is very necessary to accept it, to observe it, the things that are hidden, the things that we have the tendency to judge, to reject. And that many times what we are judging and rejecting on the outside, it is an expression of the things that we want. I mean, I'm going to put another example in here. It happens a lot with social media. Pluto in Aquarius is very linked with this. I mean, Aquarius, it is about the networks, the communities. It is very common nowadays that people can make this destructive criticism. And in many cases, obviously not every case, because it is going to depend on the critic and on the personal story of the person. But I'm just using this as an example. That is going to be a reflection of the unconscious desire that they possess. Perhaps they want to be brave and to express in front of other people, or coming out in the world and give what they have to give. But because they are there is fear, and then this is projected in this wheel of destruction. And fear, it is a great indicator, that we are giving an evolutionary step, because that means that we are deciding to explore something that is outside of the place that we have made identity. This means that we are exploring an aspect of ourselves and of life that we didn't know before, and that there is a desire of the soul to move forward to it. So this opposition could also be felt as an experience that is putting the pressure like to take another direction. And not in every case this is something that was conscious. Not every people was aware that this was necessary. I mean, taking another direction or another action. And it is the anger, it is the frustration, what gives us information when we have Mars participating. And Pluto in Aquarius could call us to do something that is forbidden, with quotation marks, because it is a transgression of our familiar system, of our beliefs, perceptions, and social constructions. I'm not talking about, it is something that is out of the norm, and I am not talking about a deviation of the soul or, acting in an imbalance. I mean, for a person that it was condescendent, this pattern of being a people pleaser, people that have been like that their whole lives because they have integrated that when they were children. The forbidden thing is stop doing that. Stop doing so. And the energy that they were depositing in trying to be what others were expecting was preventing them to discover what they really want. So it is going to depend, this expression, I'm just giving an example again, this expression is going to depend in the path that everyone is transiting, that each one is transiting. So anyways, this is an invitation to assume the power to discover ourselves in a new level and to irradiate that what we are discovering, because the sun, Leo, is a sign ruled by the sun, and the sun is giving its energy, its light, without asking anything, without asking for applause, validation, or to be seen. And well, it is just simply a reevaluation, because Mars is retrograde, of the expression from our center, from our soul, that we need to do. This whether this is with our light, our talents, or the actions that this implies. So this is what helps us to transform the explosive, destructive reaction into creative action. Thank you, everyone, and see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.